So welcome to the first smoking vent by yours truly, Ruin Kross, the 17 baby from 174th Street. And shout out to my comrades. Shout out to Counting for Q So Fancy 164. Shout out to Boss Town. You heard? RPD Block and shit, man. Shit's crazy. But anyway, what is this gonna be about? It's just a freestyle. If y'all haven't noticed already, I don't plan any of my videos. I just start talking because I'm constantly thinking about shit, and I like to voice my opinion. Y'all made it this way by boosting my confidence, and I thank y'all for that. I may not say it a lot, but I do appreciate y'all. Y'all give me a lot of ideas. Y'all motivate me to be on YouTube. Now I'm consistent on here, as y'all see, and it's gonna stay that way. You But I want to talk about a couple of things. I made this video on Facebook, like not this particular video, but I'm saying I made a video on the subject of relationships on Facebook, right? But then I began to change it into something else. So let's talk about the low income demographics. We're gonna get real deep with this. Pause. And a lot of y'all can relate, and this may be annoying to you. It was annoying to me. Someone explained to me why it was annoying because I used to do this when I was younger. But like both y'all, men and women, minorities, y'all go on these sites, right? And y'all just start talking mad shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't believe in what the fuck y'all talking about. For instance, women, right? Of low income demographics. Y'all have a real problem with misogyny. Y'all misogynist. That means y'all hate men. So, well, not y'all don't even hate men. Y'all hate men from where y'all from, and then y'all label all of the men in the world the same thing. Now, let me tell you the flaw in that thinking, and we have to be honest because we're adults. If you truly believe that niggas ain't shit, that means you tested out a lot of niggas in your life. And you know what I'm about to say. That means you're a Jezebel at this point. That means that you've done the scientific experiments, like you messed with different dudes sexually, mentally, and emotionally, and nothing worked for you. So you can officially say that the scientific terms is niggas is not shit. So unless you're ready to deal with the reality that you're calling yourself a hoe, which y'all don't like to be called, y'all don't like to be called bitches, none of this. Y'all don't like to be called anything derogatory. Y'all don't want to be called anything like that that's offensive. Y'all go crazy. Y'all go into this Beyonce mode or whatever. All right, so let's begin with telling the truth. Let's begin with thinking before we speak. This is something that we all have to practice. This is what I'm practicing because there's been times where I'm just talking and it was bullshit, even on here. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I practice. This is the culture that I practice. This is the culture that I want children to follow. I don't want children to follow people who's just all over the place so they can grow up to be all over the place too. And then y'all wonder why they're outside shooting people. It's because y'all not being honest with yourselves. And then with y'all men, right? The only reason why we could get away with having sex with different women is because that was what we were programmed to be looked as. You know what I'm saying? We're not programmed to look like the only thing positive that we're looked at for is being providers, fathers. You know what I'm saying? Or hardworking. It has something to do with work or money. They don't really give a like women don't really give a fuck about. I'm not gonna say women don't give a. I'm not gonna say that because I would be bullshitting. But when you're dealing with low income demographic women, women that haven't gotten in tune with themselves, women that haven't grown into adults, they're women by gender, females, but they're not being adults. So when you're dealing with that, they don't give a fuck what you do for them, even if you spend money. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because they're always gonna lack something because their life is not situated. So when women's life is not situated, they're a little more emotional than us. Honestly, they are. They're gonna lash out at you. They're gonna lash out to the closest thing to them. If it's not you, it's the kid. So do you get where I'm going with this? She's gonna lash out at the father. The father might be weak and run away. Now the kid is there. Now she's lashing at out. She's lashing out at the kid, and now the kid is growing up angry for God. Like the kid doesn't even understand what they're going through. So when y'all sit here and throw these tantrums and do all types of stuff, and then y'all have kids already. It's like you don't understand what the fuck you're doing. This shit is not just to like this shit is a microscopic thing. This isn't something that can be seen, and you really have to pay attention. Everything that you do, if somebody's around, best believe is giving them some stimuli. And pause because that sounds good. It's stimuli as far as there's an interaction, like you're interacting still, even if you're conscious or not conscious of. Like, there's something going on. You know what I'm saying? Just like the wall, right? You don't think about how the wall affects you, but you don't know, like you're not realizing that it's protecting you. Is it like is mitigating any type of temperature, that could be too much for you. It's giving you shelter, it's giving you privacy. You don't think of things like that because this is something that you've been brought into. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's been going on with many different things in life. And that's why we have a hard time understanding how life works. You don't need to understand every single individual system, but you have to understand systems, the concept of systems and how they affect you. You need to go, like, when you don't understand how you ended up thinking about something, or you don't understand how you had an emotional response to something, you have to really sit there and think about what took place during that time frame for you to have these, whatever, lash outs, whatever the case is. We don't work on self. And what we don't realize is the first thing that we have is self. Before the money, before interactions with people, the first thing that you come here by yourself. Like you came out of that shit by, even if you had a twin, y'all still have your own different processes, physically, mentally, like y'all two different people still, regardless. That person doesn't have the same expiration date or the same fate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could look like whatever, it don't matter. Because a lot of us don't even fuck with our families. But back to what I was talking about, like all of these problems that we have, and we still have the balls to go on social media and talk about bitches ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, or I'm tired of everybody, nobody's real. The reason why nobody is real is because you're the one that's being fake by you built this world that does not correlate with reality. So now you deem everything outside of your falseness fake, but it's actually the opposite. And that probably went above a lot of people's heads, but you see the shit all the time. Sometimes you really gotta sit there and listen to people talk. Like it was so real on YouTube. I had to go back and listen to everybody that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I even went to listen to the ops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or even people that I had situations with. But then I realized that there's nobody dumb on here. I mean, we know who's dumb, but as far as like even people that I was beefing with, they're not dumb. They're not dumb at all. They're very intelligent individuals. You know what I'm saying? It's just they have their own design. Same way I have my own design, you have your own design. Everybody has their own design, but it still comes from the same domain, which is it is human. Y'all all human. Y'all all gonna die. Y'all all gotta eat. Y'all all go through the same processes. Y'all just have different like coatings on it, different flavors. Y'all basically just candy. Like y'all variety in one box. That's what it is. So appreciate that. Appreciate that by understanding how this shit works and how it affects you, because you may not know how it affects you because you wasn't even introduced to this shit yet. How you gonna label something that you wasn't even introduced to? Where did you get this perception from if you this never existed in your presence? If you just come up with a conclusion or whatever, that's because you have a motive. And that's whatever your motive is, that's whatever. But if you don't have empirical evidence, if your conversation doesn't have empirical evidence holding it, then it doesn't fucking matter what you say. It's bullshit. I don't. You could sound like you could have a fucking degree in whatever. That shit is still science, and anybody in this field of social science will be able to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Using a logical fallacy, which is a flawed way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? To get over people, or you just do it because this is something that you were influenced by, you were around for a very long time, whatever the case is. But let's talk about us niggas. Now the thing with us, man, listen, bro, y'all niggas want to be so real, right? And it's the same shit. It goes back to what I'm talking about right now. Y'all not living in reality. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even understand that people are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They don't give a fuck about whatever law or protocol, gang or police. They don't give a fuck about none of that. If somebody wants to do something, that's what's going to happen. You could try to control whatever. The only thing that y'all gonna do is become more aggressive, trying to get people to do what y'all want. And when y'all get more aggressive, that's when y'all start bitching and complaining when things happen to y'all. Y'all start thinking people's betraying you. You start thinking police is picking on you. But it's you. It's the way that you carrying yourself. You're not carrying yourself like a man. You're carrying yourself like a scorned child. You want to be violent. You want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't do that, bro. We can't run, bro. I tried to run. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So guess what? I learned how to fight. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to fight at some point in time in your life. And I'm not talking about a physical fight. I'm talking about fighting for yourself to get to the next level or to get to a level. But us going on social media, us just in general bashing each other, you know, derogatory shit is like, you don't understand that that's part of the reason why niggas is getting killed today, right? This is part of the coach black culture. Us to kill each other because we keep offending each other. We keep being in competition with each other. And it's like, why are we in competition with each other? All it's gonna do is bring death. Ultimately. Because it's gonna evolve to the next level and the next level because you allowed it to be born. So it has no choice but to grow until it dies. It will develop and then it will get old and then it'll die, but nobody knows the time span of this. It's the same thing as life itself. You don't know how long you're gonna live nothing. Niggas can make estimations, like calculated guesses and shit like that. Y'all saying and it could, work out. But that's not definite though. Y'all living life like y'all know what y'all doing. But did you know what you was doing 10, 15 years ago? No, you was a completely different person. Some of y'all probably got access to an amount of money and your whole life changed. And now y'all entrepreneurs. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all did a lot of things could take place in that amount of time. A lot of things could take place in 2 years. And ain't gonna say, oh, that shit just went by like that. No, it's just you wasn't paying attention to life. So you don't even know what flaws, what mistakes you made. You don't know what good happened. You don't. Matter of fact, you might know what the good happens because people are attracted to good. You know what I'm saying? Now the evil, you probably just want to forget it. The evil could be a mistake that you made to somebody else or whatever the case is. But something negative, you run away from that. Or y'all create a world to oppose it. Like y'all like that thing that you're mad at is reality, but y'all trying to oppose it when it challenges you, when it tells you, when it's in your face, when you have to face yourself, when you have to look and you know you fucking up, you know you doing something wrong, but you just lie. You just lie to yourself. So you lying to everybody. Or you it's not even the lie, it's the lie of omission. That's withholding information so people could accept whatever motive you have. Because there's a motive at that point, because you're not living in reality. You're not living with facts. You're not living in your, like, you see the thing about me, bro. Shit. Oh fuck. The thing about me, bro. Y'all see how niggas be trolling me on it. Niggas talk about my chip tooth. Niggas will call me whatever a faggot because of the Hassan Campbell shit. Niggas will call me a snake. Do you see it affect me? No, I turn it into content. The reason why it doesn't affect me is because I live in reality. I know who I am. I am aware I have a chipped tooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware that at times I could look like Curious George. I'm fully aware that I come up here with no haircut. This is who I am. I'm aware that I'm flicking ashes on my bed. I'm aware that I just ate fucking grabber. This is who I am. I'm fine with that. I have no choice but to be fine with that. Why would I oppose myself? Why would I oppose myself if I'm the one I'm operating my reality? You know what? I'm actually operating what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck am I opposing? Why am I fighting why am I fighting myself? I'm supposed to fight for myself. Because the shit that's opposing you, it comes from the outside. So you know what you gotta do? You gotta control your environment. Instead of going on Facebook and making posts complaining, looking stupid and weak. That looks weak. It looks like you're ready to give up. It looks like you wasn't built to live. It looks like you should just kill yourself when y'all talk like that. That's how I interpret it. Any person that does that, I feel like I have some type of suicidal tendencies. I don't think of it to the minimal level. I think of it to what it could be eventually. How much longer can they go through this? What is their breaking point like? You know what I'm saying? This shit is this shit is serious. This is deeper than doing a protest. Like the whole um anarchy that's going on with the cities because of the low income demographics. This is a serious problem. This isn't something that you can fucking find out how to do on YouTube. You can hear people talk whatever. You can hear me say whatever. Nothing is a definite fact. But what I could tell you is, from experience, that niggas only listen to the big homies or whoever's in the same group with them. They're not listening to outside niggas. They don't give a fuck about if you care if niggas is smoking on what. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is gone already. Niggas is dead already. You're not to say it like that, because a couple of my niggas got killed, but they gone. It hurts. I cry for them. I cry for them when I think about them. I cry like I have so much tears for niggas, but they're gone. So what the fuck am I gonna keep crying for? You know what I'm saying? That's not what they want. The whole goal, the whole agenda as brothers is to get out and be happy. What niggas is probably saying like, damn, my nigga, yo, get out the hood, bro. What's they have nothing to like. they're gone. You know what I'm saying? If I was gone, I would just want niggas to like. I would even try to haunt my niggas, one of my niggas and shit, and get them to go to get a job and shit. I would do that. You know. But this shit is complicated. Y'all can't just expect. Don't get me wrong. Some of y'all in the comment section, like Doug Nice, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have some strong fucking points, man. Y'all have some strong points. But the reality is like with Doug Nice, like when you said like, you know, some people just don't know what to do. That's when you have to choose what you're going to do. Are you gonna just sit down or just stay out of it? Because, you know, for people who's really going through it, they need action, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really care if anybody, you know, if I'm homeless or some shit, I don't care if people don't know how to do it. I want the people that know what they're doing to step forward and help. You know what I'm saying? Because this isn't a simulation at this point. This is life. This is life. If you don't got it, that's that. Life is not gonna show you mercy for that. Life doesn't want you to suffer or win. Life is just doing what it do. Whatever complex system it is, whatever conspiracy theories niggas may have on it, life is doing life. You don't know what to expect at all. You will never know what to expect. So when y'all sit here and y'all try to act like y'all know everything, when I talk off of what I see and what I hear. When y'all, you know, when I'm actually, you know, intellectually banging, y'all see I come with facts. I show y'all, I walk y'all through it so y'all can understand. And y'all notice no trolls even try to fuck with me with that. Because there's nothing you can say at that point. The most you can do is cut my ass, talk about my tooth, and then y'all see I don't give a fuck about none of that either. I've been getting my ass cut my whole life. I've been called everything, bro. I've been called fucking Will Smith. I've been called fucking Damon Wayne because one time I had a baldy. I actually was called Damon Wayne when I got the baldy up north. Yeah, like bro, I've been called Kevin Durant, all types of shit, bro. I've been called fucking I don't know, fucking Ren and Stimp, all types of shit, bro. Like my whole life. Wink man, I will cut my ass for y'all. You know what I'm saying? With shit like that, you know what I'm saying? This is what develops the demons, you know what I'm saying? Because if I would have never went through that, if I would have never, I would have just been still playing. I mean, I still play video games, but I would have never went to jail. I would have never been outside. I would have finished school. I would have did all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? But because I didn't really have shit, that shit was like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that nobody did shit for me. It's just that I put myself in a predicament where nobody wanted to do shit for me before I even hit the streets, though. You know what I'm saying? But all this bullshit, you heard? All this, y'all can't say that y'all want violence to end if y'all disrespecting each other on a daily basis. DV cases, niggas is drug warring, gang war, all type. Like, how the fuck y'all talking about? And then y'all still live there. You know what I'm saying? There's always a way to get money. It may not come at the time that you want, but y'all can always prepare. You know what I'm saying? By fixing your credit, all types of shit. Nobody want to do that, bro. Nobody want to do that because y'all comfortable with the dismay and chaos. Y'all comfortable with suffering. Y'all like this shit. That's why y'all still. That's why y'all still want to be. Yo, I went from one violent area to an area that's is a middle class area. You heard? And I'm at my next move. I'm good. I'm out of here. I don't gotta worry about gunshots and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all suffering just to get fly and designer and all this shit, then get robbed and wonder why you got robbed. You're wearing fucking $1,000 clothes in a low income area. Like the tax bracket for your clothing does not match that area. So niggas want what you have. And then now a block war started over a fucking whatever. Like back in the day used to be biggies and Pels and shit. Niggas used to take that shit off niggas' backs, bro. Have niggas walking home. Nigga, you freezing, nigga. Matter of fact, give me a BB too. Let me get that. Matter of fact, those Robins take them shits off too. The fuck you talking about? What fuck you talking? That's how niggas used to give it up. This is what it is. This is what New York is, bro. Niggas is gonna violate each other. You know what I'm saying? And we imitate each other's cultures of different cities too. Like, look, we picked up Chicago shit too. Niggas just picked up Chicago and got on even more demon time. And niggas is I feel like New York niggas is worse than Chicago. If niggas had AKs and shit out here, nigga, please, bro. The way these niggas be drilling, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. Well, all of this got y'all fucked up, man. Was these social media platforms. It had me fucked up too. It still got me fucked up. I'm gonna say that because I know there's something that these platforms changed about me. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see it because it's a blind spot. Everybody's gonna have a blind spot. You know what I'm saying? You think shit is perfect, it's not. Because something else can introduce you into something ugly about you. You know what I'm saying? That will fuck you up. And just don't know when you know that's y'all life. That's y'all course. That's the universe has its time for whatever with y'all. It's a nice, good smoking vent session. I'm high as shit right now. I'm definitely high, flicking ashes on myself. But y'all gotta just stop worrying about the next person. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is just removing the time to think about yourself and what you need to do to get to the next level. Because whether you like it or not, there's always work to do. You just have to be introduced to it somehow. And the way you introduce yourself into what you need to do in life is by figuring out how life works. But you have to figure out yourself first. And to figure out yourself, you need to understand the thinking process. The environment, the place, the domain. That's what influences thoughts. Thoughts create feelings. Feelings lead to actions. Actions produce results. So think about the environment that you live in and how it affects you. Are you fine with it, or does it need to change? How can you make it change? Do I need to remove anything? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about shit like that because this is you. You need to be happy. You have to understand that you're going to die eventually. So, do you want to walk on eggshells for other people's needs your whole life, or do you want to take charge and make life as comfortable as you want it to be for you before you leave this earth? You deserve that. Why should you suffer? That's why I don't understand when people um complain about selfishness. Like you supposed to feel that way about yourself. You supposed to want everything and put yourself above everything because regardless of anything, even if it involves a child, if you don't put yourself first, you're basically not gonna know how to operate, and you're gonna raise a demon because you have to make sure that you're good so you can take care of your child. So you have to perform. You have to always learn something. You have to always, you know, be aware of what's going on with your kid. Maintain a clear mind. You know, there's a bunch of things that you have to practice. And there's no order or nothing. It's just whatever you exposed to, you work on that. Something else come work on that and keep doing that. And build that with your kid and your spouse. Because at the end of the day, your family is your community. You want your community to live happily and flourish and expand and be wealthy. You know, you want so much, but y'all just don't display that. All that time niggas be on YouTube all the time, that niggas be watching TV. You could be doing shit. Even me. I be slacking the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And I always have work to do. Because I have to make money. I don't have a job. I have businesses. It's not like they're like huge or anything. It's not nothing like that. You know, I'm building them. And that's hard fucking work. And it requires a lot of money. If y'all know the whole process of establishing a business, you know, getting your articles and I mean, you know, the initial filings and all that shit. I've been did that. But that shit, come on, that shit hurts. You doing it by yourself? You know, set up the phone number, websites. That's hard work. But the the good thing about it is when my son decides like, yo, I want to get into the pet field, cool. And also I got you a job right now. Here's your summertime job. This will be your first job. You're gonna learn how to work, and from there you're gonna decide if you want to be a worker or a boss. And I help you from there make that decision. I prefer you to be the boss though. And it's not gonna be fun, and it's not gonna be easy. There's gonna be periods of time where you're gonna be down because seasons change, and seasons could affect, you know, the money. You know, the clients might go away or whatever. That I have to deal with that. There've been weeks where I made no money and I had to suffer. I just had one of them weeks. So I had to suffer. No money came in. Fucked up with the rent because of that. That's what happens. And you have to learn how to keep a cool head with that. You can't fold. Folding it doesn't do nothing because we're not kids. Like throwing a tantrum is not gonna change what you need to fix. You have to do that. And if you all fucked up in the game, it's just gonna be there. And it may get worse. Gotta take life, do that. Or and there's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna understand your journey. I go through that because it's like the higher level you get, the less people understand you. So that's a phase that I'm going through right now. Because like I said, like I'm well, I didn't say that in this video, but I'm real deep into looking into how bullshit works. You understand me? So I'm at a high ass level with that. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk to me, I just be automatically in that mind state. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Let's see. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to how they deliver their sentences. It could be all over the place, but if I don't see any substance behind it, it's like, all right, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's the purpose? Are you trying to, like, what? Sell me something? Like, what? Because I don't give a fuck about non factual conversations. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about bullshit. I don't care about people trying to look smart. You know what I'm saying? They looked at one YouTube video and read a sentence, and then now they feel like they got their master's degree and what. Nobody gives a fuck about none of that. Same way nobody gives a fuck about them Facebook posts about niggas ain't shit. Bitch, nobody gives a fuck about that. Y'all all just hurt and can't pay attention to yourselves, so y'all hate everything else about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's a disease that is common within the black community. And it results in people getting killed. And it got this way because the niggas' parents was being poor parents or they just wasn't there. Just sad. Smoking vent is about to end soon. Be careful. Be careful what you think about. Be careful. Oh, I'm getting hungry again. That shit could kill you. Also, motherfuckers, I'm sorry. Stop eating meat, please. Just do me that favor. The reason I'm saying this is because when you eat meat, you're having that shit rot in your intestines as it's being pushed out. And it's not going to be getting pushed out fast enough. As if we were carnivores. Like, if we were carnivores, our intestinal tracts would be shorter and we would be able to digest that. And we will also have the same teeth that would allow us to penetrate a cow's hide or a chicken, whatever. A chicken can actually probably kill us. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine fighting a chicken butt ass naked. I don't even know if you want to do that. Like, niggas, we're gonna be so concentrated on the shit possibly pecking our nuts and shit like that. We're gonna be panicking. You know what I'm saying? And women, yeah, you shit might fly in your face, hit your titties. That shit might hit your nipple. Ow, that hurts. Whatever the fucking case is. I'm just rambling now. I'm so fried, man. This is a nice little smoking vent. Gonna do more of these, cause I be having a lot of shit that is not organized in my mind that I just want to throw out there. But I don't plan none of my videos. Like, I'll have a subject in my head, and that's it. I just break it down.